So Harry has a YouTube channel.
Holy Mackerel Moments.
Holy Mackerel Moments. And just before he leaves, or we depart, I want him to tell at least one or two of those holy mackerel moments. Would you do that?
Yeah, like I
Okay.
told you earlier?
Yeah.
All right. I get so excited when I see synchronicity that amazes me, that makes me think, how could that have happened? And that's why I called it. These are moments that make you want to say, holy mackerel. Because when you think about it, the implications of how life really works are mind-boggling when you look at these instances of synchronicity. Now, I'm sure we've all experienced them in everyday life, just little moments you go, oh. But I told Maureen earlier, my two favorite ones, they're kind of major, but they exemplify the term to me. Do you know the movie, The Wizard of Oz?
No.
Ah, liar. Who doesn't? Well, you know there's a character named Professor Marvel. After Dorothy sings Over the Rainbow, she runs away from home and she sees a guy in a trailer in the woods roasting a hot dog, and he gives her like a bogus crystal ball reading and sends her home, and that's when the twister happens. That character, Professor Marvel, had a costume that Victor Fleming, the director, wanted to look very authentic, very of the time, but a feeling of grandeur gone to seed, kind of like the man. He was getting on, he was down on his luck, so he wanted a feeling of elegance, but worn out. So he sent the wardrobe people all over Los Angeles to secondhand stores and thrift stores and used clothing stores to find just the right jacket for that character's costume. And they brought back hundreds. So the director went through them with a fine-tooth comb every day. Finally, he kept coming back to one Prince Albert jacket with a swallowtail back and a velvet collar, elegant. And yet the collar was frayed and the color was faded. Perfect. So they called in Frank Morgan, the actor. He tried it on. It fit perfectly. That's the jacket they used in the film. During shooting, Frank Morgan is sweating, and the makeup person is not around to blot him, so he reaches in the pocket of the jacket to get a handkerchief, and he blots himself. And he notices he pulled the lining out of the jacket pocket. Sewn on the lining was a cloth name tag of the original owner of the jacket. The original owner was L. Frank Baum, the man who wrote The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Hello, I'm telling you.
Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel, yes. And apparently they got a letter from the tailor of the jacket, who was still alive, and from Baum's widow, affirming that that jacket had belonged to L. Frank Baum many years before. And the other one is, little girl in Lone Pine, California, lost her father. He died. Their favorite thing to do together was to watch the Little Mermaid movie. So she and her mother went to Kmart and got a beautiful, colorful Little Mermaid helium balloon, and the mother thought it'd be fun for her to try to send it to Papa up in heaven. So they wrote their name and address and put it in an envelope and put the envelope in plastic and tied it to the string and let it loose in Lone Pine, California. Heard nothing for months. One day in the mailbox is a package from the people who found the balloon. It didn't go a mile or two or three. It went all the way across the United States, landed in a bush at the edge of Prince Edward Island off the coast of Maine. A couple found it stuck in the bush, and they found the address and then wrote to the people. Here's the thing. The bush the balloon was stuck in was on the edge of Mermaid Lake in the town of Mermaid. That's that.
Yes. Holy mackerel.